Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Happy New Year guys, happy 2023. I hope you all had a lovely holiday season. I took a little break from vlogging after Vlogmas just because I wanted to take a few days to just relax, get ready for this new year, figure out what I want the next year to look like for me, my goals, my intentions, which is what this video is about, and to kind of like just regroup a little bit. So welcome to another video. I was gonna say welcome back to another vlog, but this is not a vlog. One thing I want to try to do this year is a few more sit down videos, not a ton, but like a few sprinkled in there throughout the vlogs, because I know you guys really like the vlogs, but at the same time I want to try to like incorporate different topics and interests of mine and really try to like zone in on them a little more. Also, excuse my voice, I'm coming down with something, or I have something. I think it's just a little cold. I always get one this time of year. But like I said, if you're new here, hi, I'm Jill. Welcome. We have a fun time over here. It's my birthday month. I'll be 22 soon. So we're gonna be celebrating my birthday. And it's just like an exciting year, a new year, a fresh start. If you can like hear my car on and off in this video, please like ignore it. I just like, I'm in Florida right now. I'm filming this, I'm living in Florida. And it gets hot in the car when I film. This video is going to be all about my goals for the new year and just some intentions I want to set. I try to do this every year. I'm all for a fresh start. Like, I love a new year, a new week, a new month, a new day. Whatever it is, I love a fresh blank page. Whenever a new year comes, I like to set some goals just to measure where I'm at right now and like see how far I go throughout the year. It's just fun to like see the progress in yourself, so that's why I like to make these videos and set my goals. So this video is going to be kind of split into two parts. So the first part is going to be me doing like my goals and my intentions for this year, and then the second half I'm going to show you guys how I create my little manifestation wallpaper I do for my laptop every single year. I've done it for 3 years now. Whoa, that's insane. 3 years. So I'm gonna show you how I do it. If you don't know how to do it, it's very easy. If you do, you've probably seen it from 100 other YouTubers. It's just something I've been doing for a while, and I think a lot of us have. Basically like a picture representation of what your actual goals are, so it's just a nice reminder every day. So that's gonna be the second half of this video. The first half is gonna be my goals for the new year. So I have my lovely little black journal. I'm obsessed with this thing. I'll have this link down below. It's from Amazon. It came in a set of 2. I gave one to my boyfriend. I just love this thing. I think it's so sleek and like it just looks so nice. I feel like I'm journaling about like all my personal things, and I just feel like it's so pretty. Like I love it. It's a whole experience for me, like goal setting and journaling. It's a whole experience. All right, here we go. Opening up the notebook. I have set all of my goals into different categories. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 categories, and then a little category for my intentions. I have financial, social media, family and friends, because that family and friends is actually like a big one I want to focus on, but you can kind of tie that in with personal. So that's the next one, personal, and then health and fitness. So those are like the big areas in my life I'm trying to really focus on this year. I have a lot of goals. I'm not going to go through all of them because some of them are personal and I want to keep them to myself. Just a personal preference. But I will, like when it comes to like number goals and stuff like that, like some of that I do want to keep private. Some of my financial goals private, as well as my social media goals, but I will like skim over a few of them. So with that, let's just get right into it. So I'm going to start with my financial goals because this is like a big thing that I've been dealing with this past year that I don't really share on my YouTube, but it's something that I really want to work on. I have a few financial goals I'm going to share with you. So the first one, my main goal this year, like out of everything I want in my year, in my life, probably like the biggest thing right now for me that I need to do is pay off all of my debt. I hate saying that because it like makes you seem financially irresponsible, but I don't think so. People get in debt for so many different reasons. Like you lease a car, you buy a phone and are paying it monthly. Like that's all considered debt, as well as like credit cards and student loans. Like I want to pay off all my debt. I do have enough where I like don't want it and I like need to focus on getting it paid off. I have some student loans from when I dropped out of college a few years ago. I think that was one of my goals this year to do, and I just never prioritized it because that student loan like forgiveness, it just kept getting pushed back, that like deadline. and I just haven't prioritized it. So that's something I want to do this year, one of my big goals. Another goal, I want to have multiple streams of income. I don't know exactly where those streams of income are coming from other than my full-time job. That's my one and only stream of income right now. I want more than one. I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket, because just say like something happens, I get fired, and I don't have like a backup income in any way. Like anything could happen, and I just want to not have all my eggs in one basket. I think it's really important to like diversify your income. Is that the way they say it? I don't know. And I'm like slowly like focusing more on money and like the importance of having it and like using it properly. I don't know, I haven't learned, but I would like to this year. So that's another thing I want to do this year. Also, I want to learn how to invest. That whole thing, the whole money thing, investing, all of that, I don't know how it works. Daunting task, but I would like to learn how to do it, because I think it's important to not just have your money like sitting there. I want my money working for me when I'm not working. You know what I mean? Those are all of my financial goals that I'm going to share. I do have more, like I said, but I'm not going to share those. Moving into social media, I have a few, but like I said, I'm not going to share like the number stuff. The only thing I'm going to say is I want to post 2 videos per week on YouTube. Last year my goal was 1 video, and I'm pretty sure besides like maybe a few weeks out of the year, I delivered. And then I made up for it because I posted more than 1 video in some weeks. Like, I really pushed myself this year with YouTube. I think it was like the past couple of years I've gotten serious with YouTube, but this year I was super serious with it, and I would like to keep that moving into 2023. I just think it's important. Like, it helps me connect with you guys, and the vlogs, like, it's just such quick stuff to watch that I just want to put out more of it, and it's easy to film. So that's like the only social media goal I'm going to share. Family and friends, I kind of want to lump into my personal goals. My main goal with family and friends, because it's in its own categories, I want to spend more time with them. This year I was so far from home since March, and it's now December. I haven't seen all of my family in almost a year, and it makes me really sad because I am such a family person. It's crazy in my head to think sometimes the most important things we have the least of, if that makes sense. So like the time with people you love and personal time and things like that. Like, we focus so hard on like making money and working and stuff like that, that we don't have that time with the people we care about, when at the end of the day in life, that's like one of the most important things. This year really tested me in this way because I've been so far from all of them. Being far away was for good reason. Like, I was traveling and I was like working in new places, but I've done that now. Like, for a few years I've done that. I've traveled, I've worked in different places, and I just would like to be a little closer to them this year, like physically, like living closer to home, and just like my relationship with them. I want to like enjoy more days with them, so that's a big thing. More personal goals, so I have a lot of these, and I'm gonna share pretty much all of them with you. I want to take better care of myself mentally and physically. With the industry I work in, it's very hard to even sometimes get like a 30-minute break to sit and eat and like properly focus on like fueling your body. And I just think it's so important to like taking care of my body, like working out and stuff like that. But I also mean, like, I struggled a lot with my mental health this year. It's one of the first years that I've really actually ever had like any struggle with my mental health, and I have learned a lot about anxiety and what makes me anxious, and I didn't know how to take care of myself in that way. Up until recently, like, I'm learning more of how to, and it's really important because it changes my days completely. If I'm not taking care of myself and focusing on like prioritizing that in my days, it like changes the whole day for me and like how I feel. So that's something I want to do. I really want to like nurture myself and like take care of myself. I feel like we get so caught up in like making sure everyone else around us is okay, which is awesome. You can't pour from an empty cup. Like, I can't help other people if I can't help myself. That's something I want to say. I want to continue going to therapy. I started therapy this year. Guys, I love therapy. I was nervous at first because I heard some people have some negative experiences with it on TikTok, and like sometimes it's hard to find the right therapist, but once you find the right one, I'll tell you, awesome. I feel like therapists talk to you a little different than like people in your personal life do, because, well, one, they have a certain education where they're taught about the brain and how we function as humans. I love speaking to people in my personal life. Like, I feel very safe with the people around me, and I'm very fortunate for that. But sometimes someone who isn't in the same situation as you can like really help you work through things. And sometimes like my therapist will like ask me questions, and it will help me like get to the next point instead of like someone just telling you what to do. sometimes you have to get there yourself. That is something that like has really helped me the past few weeks, and I like really want to continue it and keep it up. Something else that I would really like to do in my day-to-day is have a better routine, like in my day-to-day journaling and reading and like spending time with myself. That shapes my day. Like the time I have with myself, my routine with myself. If I do it right and I do it a way that's gonna like help me and better towards myself, I'm better towards everyone else around me because I took that time to focus on me. So for me, that includes like working out daily, journaling, things that I think we all like aspire to do, but I really want a good routine with that this year. Going along with that, I would like to read a book a month. That was my goal last year, and I did stick to it, and I went over it too. I would like to do that again this year. Sometimes with my goals, I feel like I have to like one-up myself. So I'm like, okay, like you read 12 books this year. Now you have to double that total number. Like, no. My goal is to read a book a month, and if I read more, awesome. If not, that's fine too, you know? But I would really like to, because I think reading is so important for like learning and like looking at things in different perspectives and just kind of like getting out of your own head and like focusing on different things. Another goal for my personal like day-to-day, I want to have a better work-life balance. This industry, I jump from season to season when I work, which means I jump from tourist season or the busy time of year to the busy time of year again at the next place I go. And I work so much, I'm tired all the time. I don't have like any time in my day-to-day to really do things that I want to do for myself, and I want to more. I want to have a better work-life balance because I'm not living to work. Like, I'm not alive to just work. Like, I want to work to support my life, to support my goals, my future, like just to enjoy things without money being at the end of like the day. I don't always need to do things for money, and that is something that like I'm really bad at. Maybe because I'm a Capricorn. Who knows? So that is like a big goal of mine, just to have a better work-life balance. The last like personal goal I have for this year is just like get off social media a little more. When I'm on social media too much, it starts to stump my creativity, I've noticed this year, and I start to get like down on myself, and that's when I start to compare myself to other people. I love social media. I have a YouTube. I love TikTok. I love scrolling. I love taking pictures. I love all of it. But I don't want to consume so much. Like, I want to set better boundaries with it. All right, that is my personal goals. And then the last thing, my health and fitness goals. I want to get back into yoga, and I want to be going multiple times a week. I love yoga. It's so good for my mind. Really helps my mental health. It helps my body physically. I'm moving my body. It's good for flexibility. I want to get back into yoga. Those are all my goals for 2023. If you're wondering how I'm going to accomplish these goals, I'm going to tell you. So, part of manifesting for me is to write everything down like it's already happened. I learned this trick years ago, and I really did it back in 2020 when I was doing my goals for that year, and that is probably the most goals I've accomplished. I don't know if it's just because of the circumstances I was in or like just what day-to-day life looked like, but here's how I do it, okay? I'm going to give you an example. You have to say things like they've already happened. So I always start it with in 2023, and then I finish like I've already done it. I've already accomplished this goal. I've done it. Now let me give you an example. In 2023, I paid off all of my debt. Now, December 2022 me knows I have not paid off shit yet. My end of 2023 self is saying, no, you did. You did all of that this year. You paid everything off. You paid off all your student loans. You paid off your credit cards. You paid off X, Y, and Z. You have to like get really in depth. So everything I said was very general. I should have said this at the beginning of the video, but if you made it this far, great. But you have to get so super, super, super in-depth. How it made you feel and what you got from it and like the good things it brought you. You have to get so specific with it. That is how I'm going to do it. I've started it, but I haven't fully finished it yet. So it's a form of manifesting that I learned a few years ago that like really helped me when I was first started out, kind of like setting goals and like trying to manifest, because you gotta be a little delusional. Some of the goals like we have seem like far-fetched to us in the moment when we're setting them. With like your own little delusion you have going on, you can really accomplish some big things. You have to be like, no, that's like reality. That's my reality. I did that. And then you go and do it. Those are my goals for the new year. 2023, I am looking forward to you. I'm looking forward to spending more time with me and focusing more on myself. Didn't really do that much this year, though I think that was one of my goals for 2022. I accomplished some things, not everything. And this is why I make these videos, because sometimes I accomplish everything, sometimes I don't. I just, like, it's a good way to track kind of where you're at. And if you don't accomplish everything, don't beat yourself up, because everything in life is temporary. We're all in different situations, and we're always changing. You know, things we want are changing. Some of these things that I have goals for, maybe I won't feel I want by the end of the next year. Like, maybe I'll look back at this video and be like, ugh, I'm glad I never accomplished that goal. Like, I don't want that. Like, we're always changing, and we're always, like, moving and, like, switching up our day-to-day. And this is why I make these videos, because it's a nice, like, benchmark to see where I'm at. I can see where I was at this point on December, what day is it? 29th, 2022. But with that, let me show you how to make my 2023 manifestation little vision board I got going. All right, the first step here is going on to Pinterest. I'm going to use Pinterest to look for pictures that relate to my goals. So basically with this, any picture that I come across that makes me think of a goal that I have, I am going to create a new board, and then I'm going to save it to that board just so it's all in one place. So this is just titled my 2023 vision board. And then I'm just going to scroll Pinterest for some pictures that inspire me. Okay, the second step here is going into Canva. I'm just searching up MacBook wallpaper just so I can get the correct size template for my digital vision board. This is gonna be the background of my laptop. Same thing with my phone, I would look up iPhone wallpaper. So as you can see here, you have all these templates you can use. I'm just going on to this to show you the size so you can figure out like the size of your background. I already have made one last year, so this is just what my last year's one looks like. I'm gonna go through and just delete all of that so then I can import all the new pictures for this year's vision board. Next step here is to just import all of your pictures, so you can set this as the background of your laptop or your iPhone, whichever you're doing. If you're doing both, I'm gonna do both here. But basically, I'm just aligning them and sizing them to how I want to look at them when I open up my phone or my laptop. So I'm opening up the iPhone templates the same way as I did the laptop templates, so I can just see the size for my iPhone, and then I can start uploading the pictures to this template. I want to create a board that is going to be visually inspiring for me. So whenever I look at it, I can think, okay, this is my goals. This is why I'm trying to accomplish them. This picture reminds me of a certain goal. That's basically the whole point of creating a vision board, is so when you look at it, you can visualize like the life you want, and you're going to take inspiration from these pictures and make it a part of your everyday life. Anyway, this is the final look of the laptop. I made the phone version, so obviously, as you can see here, this is the phone version. I think it looks so cute. I made them a little different just because of the size of the phone, but this is the completed vision board. So excited to look at this every day. I love the vibes with the blue and the neutrals. Oh, I'm obsessed with this.